guys, Bayani here. Little update. We ran into some technical difficulties recording, like after the first half of the episode. So, we had a friend come over, say Vince Gochan, to talk about the Resident Evil franchise. And then we talked for a good 40 minutes until the recorder turned off. And yeah, we felt bad about that. And then record me balik. And we lost that footage too. So, all in all, we lost 80 minutes worth of footage. Silver lining though, ang among fantastic tech guy, si Ernest, and he's also our producer, he was able to record about like handfuls of material from the lost audio. So, heads up, delay complete ang the latter half of the show. And it's going to be like chunks lang of the audio that Ernest was able to recover. So far, thank you for listening to Feed the Geeks, and hopefully we won't run into any more technical issues down the line. So, without further ado, here is the recovered audio from those lost files. Thank you. Alright, so we're back.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
We'd like to announce that we have come up with a title. And what's our title, 30?
We have a name now. Our name is, drumroll please, Feed the Geeks.
Yes.
Yeah. You might be wondering, why Feed the Geeks and why not Rule 34?
I really nalayan ko itong Rule 34 na pangan.
It was pretty immature for a name, for a podcast about pop cultures and all.
Grabe kayo siya. A lot of people thought that it was a podcast about porn. And
really?
Yeah.
You think? People actually thought that?
Yeah, it was like mga 3-4 people that I asked, what do you think of Rule 34? And they were all like, I hate it. It sounds like you're just gonna talk about porn for the whole hour.
But worry not. We're not gonna do that anymore. Yeah. It's not about porn, and it's Feed the Geeks.
Yeah.
The reason why?
It's a play on Feed the Beast.
Yeah.
And kanang murag tambok man nando ha. For now.
Really? Are we really going that that way?
And I thought it was not gender exclusive, so we're still looking for a female co-host. So if interested mo, give us a call, Claire Cordelia. I mean,
no,
someone
cut that.
Someone like a geek person.
Like if you're well versed in the geek, weeb, or anything in between.
We would like a cosplayer to be a member. That would be cool. She can be in all the Instagrams.
But let's not use her as like a tool for gaining likes.
Let's just. She's still a person. But we'll just use her
she's
like
still a person. Of course, she's a person.
Okay, dasad ko if natay ka ng murag shemale na. Can we say shemale or trans nga cosplayer?
Which is the most? No, can we not talk about this and continue with the
okay.
Feed the Geeks? Yeah. Why Feed the Geeks, Bayani?
Kaya I said it's just a play on Feed the Beast.
Which is?
And then kanang ano rasad like we will try to satiate the geek. The geek audience of the Philippines.
Like 3 of our esteemed fans.
But at the same time, di sa tamag puros pop culture, you gotta give your vegetables along with your Marvel junk food. So
we don't talk more ikapoy na story about Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah. We're gonna cover pop culture in general, so we can talk about other movies and like maybe music possibly.
And of course, video games.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, video games. It's the
future, Bayani.
Yeah, the next level of immersion, you would say.
The best form of storytelling right now.
Ang main topic na to is we're gonna talk about Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil Village and the Mortal Kombat movie. And
we could also talk. We also have a new segment.
I thought we already said Kino Corner.
Yeah, we have a new corner where we talk about our favorite movies or maybe TV series. It's called the Kino Corner.
Yeah, it's gonna come towards the end where mag-suggest me what you should watch. And it's Kino Corner as in kayo naghihapon ng corner because in the spirit of Mortal Kombat.
And it's all based on our opinions and criticism about this certain film. So we might talk about our favorite shows right now, our favorite movies on that corner.
Yeah, or things that you should check out. Like, kanang, if ganahan ka ani niya in this big movie, you'll enjoy them in this thing.
Or things that you suggest we should check out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Kana said. And then we'll talk about if we checked it out or if we ignored you.
Yeah. And also, there's another. We also have 3 more topics to talk about.
We'll build up towards that.
Okay.
So that Mami knows. Alright, let's talk about a little news first. What happened throughout the week? We have the Shang-Chi trailer now. Or is it Shang-Chi?
I don't know.
What's the
pronunciation? Are we gonna get persecuted for that?
I don't know.
It's Shang-Chi for me.
Shang-Chi. Yeah, because someone on Twitter said, like, I've been pronouncing Shang-Chi wrong, and I was like, oh shit.
Is it a white person saying that?
Yeah, it was a white person.
It's usually a white kanang mo ingon ng mga cultural appropriations and shit.
So what's up with West Philippine Chi?
So Shang-Chi, it's all about this mysticism sa 10 Rings and shit.
Yeah, they're gonna, and then ang kanang, di ba the 10 Rings was originally introduced sa Marvel as kanang mura sila ISIS nga group, di ba? The people who catch Tony Stark was a member of the 10 Rings. And then murag, I think they dropped that. And then ang rings are no longer like kanang rings on the hand.
Yeah, I've seen it's bracers.
It's bracelets na on the hand. And then because I think they said no, they didn't want it to look like a gauntlet na sad nag-collect ang powers.
Well, either way, it's okay. The trailer is okay. Tony Leung was great.
It's very kung fu-ish. And kanang si Tony Leung, this movie, the hype around it is that because di ba sa Iron Man 3, people didn't really like how the Mandarin was handled, si Ben Kingsley. And ang gibuhat nila is that para the hook resad sa Shang-Chi is you're gonna watch it because the real Mandarin will reveal himself. And it's kanang si Tony Leung, asa na siya? Mood for Love?
Yeah, he's Mr. Wong Kar-wai's favorite man, yung actor.
Okay. And then, kanang, they're not calling him the Mandarin in any of the public, I think it's because, you think na offensive ba na tawgon siya Mandarin?
I don't know, I'm not familiar sa ilahang mga limitations, Why? Anong tawag niya?
He's the Mandarin.
No, I mean, there's a different name.
He is officially being called Wenwu. Or maybe I'm saying that wrong, probably, but that's what he's called. And then, like, I think it's implied that he's gonna have a big fight with Shang-Chi. And then ganang si Shang-Chi, he has, like, open ang iyang hands, ang bare hands. So I think he's gonna inherit those things by the end of the movie. But that's just my guess.
I don't know much about Shang-Chi, pero I can't wait for that.
He seems like a... Yeah, it's the action. It's pretty much like Mortal Kombat, where the story looks kind of okay.
Marvel version.
Homecoming Warrior. I was okay. Si Aquafina is in it, and she's basically just the human version of Raya and the Last Dragon again. Si sure gahapon siya.
Comic relief was it siya. But anyway, looking forward to it.
Yeah, they pushed it forward actually. It was supposed to come out early next year, February next year.
Yeah, Marvel's schedule is rocky man karon, so we can't blame them.
Well, because we had like a entire year of no Marvel content, and
cinema is healing.
So now we're gonna go back to the Marvel junk. Let's do it. But they'll probably reveal more of it kanang dual sa September, so I'm guessing we can get a new trailer by June.
There's also the Expos next, so daghan pa kayo na eventually.
Yeah.
My Disney Expos.
Yeah, daghan pa kayo na mga series. The Hawkeye series is set to come out like at the end of the year.
Yeah, but let's talk about that on future episodes.
Yeah. So Shang-Chi, next we got a trailer for Love, Death and Robots.
Which is one of my favorite Netflix anthologies.
All of it?
Not all of them. there are bad ones. I remember if I remember right, I disliked the dump episode. But there are a lot of episodes that I don't feel like they're really hitting the mark for me.
Parang ako kay
what was your favorite episode?
My favorite episode, the one with the boobies. No. I really like that.
The fox girl.
I think second to siya katong number prostitute girl siya, and then she's like running away from
the
someone.
Fox girl. This is the anime one.
Fox ba siya?
The Good Hunting.
No.
What did you call it?
It was the animation looked like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
That's the one.
Fox girl with the messed up makeup. That's her.
No. Oh, The Witness. That was The Witness.
Yeah, that
was
one.
Visual. Yeah, because it's the same people who
Spider-Man.
animated Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it was. Oh, this is so cool. Hot kayong character niya.
And it's yeah.
I also like Zima Blue.
Zima Blue.
That was cool.
As I've said. Yeah.
And it was like conceptual.
And Aquila Rift. I was a big fan of like sci-fi dark.
What happened in
Lovecraftian
that one?
shit. Katong It's All an Illusion. He was trapped in the entire different dimension there. When they went hyperdrive and they were trapped in a different dimension.
I don't know, all of those sci-fi words
How
just
do you
sound
not
like it wasn't
How do you not remember that kind of crazy alien girl nga dako kaayo nga
But don't na sa end no nga
Milker?
episode.
What? Basta it's an alien creature nga.
When I
It
watched
should be on your kuan.
I don't know, because when I watched it, it kind of felt like they were all just cinematics for a video game that didn't get picked up.
I see.
And then, like, siguro I was like, all of it was registering really early, and then it started feeling more generic, not towards the end. But the animation is always fantastic, and I'm excited for the next one.
It's always about a play on like animation. No? It's a showcase nga. There are different kinds of like animating styles.
Yeah, and I think the theme is in the title itself. Na it has to be either about love, death, or robots.
Weird sign siya nga kuan kay more siya ginang it could talk about anything.
Yeah.
Love, death, and robots. It could be anything.
Yeah, and then
More siya sa Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
whoa,
The big
that's-
three. But anyway, what else are we talking about?
Other things, the cast of the live action Powerpuff Girls is they cast kinsa ganyan ang black guys as Scrubs. Donald Faison. Yeah, he's Professor Drake Utonium now.
Wait, so Professor Koan
Utonium.
is black?
Yeah, he's black in the show because minorities are interchangeable. Am I right? And then, I guess they can't see color. And
Plus, ang Powerpuff Girls, are they all white, no?
one of them is black.
Okay.
And the other Powerpuff Girl I think is she was Blossom is the most famous actress in it, and then like the newcomer is si Buttercup. It's basically it's a show from the woman who wrote Juno, si Diablo Cody, and then it's from the makers of Riverdale, so it's gonna be
Oh no.
it's about about the Powerpuff Girls dealing with their trauma from being superheroes in childhood. So they're kind of blaming. I think Professor Utonium is kind of their what's the opposite of an enabler, or like Marisha. It's kind of Utonium's fault for telling them to do that.
Canceling Professor Utonium's in the future. We're in the future na good, no?
Yeah, but you can't cancel Donald Faison. He's like such a lovable guy.
Is Mojo Jojo gonna be in that?
Yeah,
film?
he's gonna be played by a human, so I'm not sure if they're reworking
I
it.
thought
Na
he's
he's not a monkey.
Fucking
Yeah.
Riverdale shit.
They didn't cast a. I don't think they cast a like no. Never
What?
mind. I don't cut
No.
that part. I was gonna say it
No,
because
no,
it was
no,
like
no.
implied racism.
No. That's what most of the way known for no. Anyway, our main event, one of our main events we're gonna talk about right now is
You want to get Falcon and Winter Soldier out of the way?
yeah. Before that,
let's do that.
talk
Oh,
Falcon.
unsa pa?
We could talk Falcon for a bit.
Yeah, because it's one of the. It was like the finale was last.
Yeah. What do you think of the finale, Biani? I haven't seen it yet, but like.
That's
but
why you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but I've heard things.
We had a show. We had plans.
Mhm.
What were you doing
I know,
all day?
I know.
3D?
I was platinuming games.
Lame. How many times did that make you come or something?
Word phrasing,
Oh.
Biani. Anyway, yeah. Falcon.
So you don't want to say much about it?
Just tell me about the finale. What do you think about it?
I'll be very vague about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It feels stupid now. I thought it was way more put together ang kanang finale niya compared to WandaVision. Because WandaVision kind of had to make up with the fact that they had to cut a bunch of parts because they were in the middle of the pandemic now when they were starting. But so far, ang Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Murag, the finale is like the action is very solid and thought out. And I thought that samok ang hype nila sa katong they hyped up the Wakanda suit ni Falcon, and it just came out na it didn't look like it came from Wakanda.
I've seen it. I've seen kita ko my pictures, and then it's feels really out of place.
It looks
no?
like a sutra, diba?
Yeah.
Like, if they didn't hype up that it was from Wakanda, I think people would be like, alright, it looks like the one
Yeah.
from the comic. But
And also, these Marvel shows, I tweeted about this once. Yeah, these Marvel shows are all about hyping up their new costumes.
yeah.
Some new heroes, and like WandaVision. That reveals in a new costume is really great.
It's
Kanike.
okay.
Okay na.
What was I gonna say about Falcon and Winter Soldier? What did you feel about so far? How have you felt about John Walker?
John Walker is complex siya, no?
Mm.
As kanang really thought nga he was. I haven't seen the finale yet,
Yeah.
but I know he went to a very dark path, and
Yeah, he's kind of a. They say na if si Steve Rogers was a good person, si John Walker is just a good soldier. And then a lot of people really I think that he's the commentary of what America is. So the three Captain Americas are, Captain America is who America thinks it is. John Walker is the America as it actually is, and Falcon is what America should be.
where do you get
ideals.
that?
Twitter.
Twitter.
Duh.
It's always Twitter. Yeah, but I like how they evolved the Falcon here, no?
Yeah, he's like ning shy ng iyang pagka charismatic, and how he's a lot more friendly with everyone as compared to Steve Rogers.
And he's black, so he's more going.
Yeah, mas dagang kay layers, and then it's kind of there's a moment in it na I think a lot of people thought was on the nose, but I thought it was kind of because Captain America, Sam Wilson, Captain America, he has this big speech in front of cameras, and then he talks about
What is
what are you
America?
doing? What can America be? In front of, and he's talking to a bunch of senators. It's we branded them as terrorists, rebels, but we never ask why. And then it's on the nose, but it kind of I see how it works as a more. This is him trying to establish himself to the public. So it sounds like a speech, Jude.
But are they setting up for future projects here? With the ending? Do you
want
think?
me to spoil a little thing in the credits lang? It's not gonna be that big. It's
Okay.
just diba,
Can we warn the listeners? You could skip for a few minutes if you don't want.
No, it's not that big. It's kanang we all know that he's Captain America na, diba, sa kanang at the beginning of the episode pa lang. And then pag-abot sa credits where it's gonna say the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it just says Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So
Whoa.
yeah, and it's did you think that was cool? Because I thought it was cool.
I haven't seen it, so I can't tell much about it.
No, but it's that was the official passing of the torch na. Now he's Captain America, no longer Falcon. But
Good for him. Good for our
I
boy
thought
Sam Wilson.
I thought that John Walker was really, really well handled. I think by the end, na redeem yung character actually.
I felt sad siyang character bitaw.
He never felt like a bad guy to me.
Pressure lang gid siya, no? There's
Yeah.
so much sa kanang giput jud siya pedestal sa mga senators
tao.
behind it. Oh, and mga tao sad.
Yeah. And ang interesting thing about it is when they tried to reprimand him, he stood his ground gihapon na murag, you made me. I just doing what you told me to do. And then his best friend died and he killed that guy.
Cocky lang gid siya, no? He's really an asshole sa siya.
That's part of it. Na you're supposed to hate him, but for me, I really felt for him na all that pressure on the character, and I think he's gonna come back.
I'm gonna have to see the episode. There's also a
I really like his DIY shield. Remember in that mid credits where nag-build yung shield. And then-
no, I haven't seen.
No, it's not. It's not in the finale. It's in the previous episode 5.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you watch it again. There's a montage gamay lang where he's building a shield.
Aww.
Everyone kept making fun of him because it's John Walker na Google searches na how to make Captain America shield DIY. Kanang what is vibranium? What is Captain America shield made of? How do I get vibranium? And then how do I steal vibranium?
And also, there's another thing sa Falcon, which is kato si Julie Dreyfus.
Yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, she made a brief cameo because she's supposed to be in Black Widow, and then wala man nag-release ang Falcon.
Yeah.
She's gonna play a major role dito. She's gonna I think she's responsible sa...
I think she's kind of like she's the negative Nick Fury. No, murag.
Yeah, she's like...
It's like, we're making a team.
I think her name is Madame Hydra. I don't know.
Is it?
Forgot
Yeah, some
her
people
name.
were speculating that.
I think it's her character good.
Some people...
Because he's Contessa something.
Mm,
Because she's like a major villain sa Hydra good. Which means Hydra is gonna take another step in the future.
yeah, they were really...
And they're also recruiting American soldiers. So gi-recruit na si John Walker dito. So
You know, a rumor that
Global.
was coming out like right before the pandemic is Marvel is working on a Thunderbolts movie.
I haven't
And
seen.
The Thunderbolts are essentially like siyang Suicide Squad's a Marvel.
Oh really?
So the rumors that were going around was that they were gonna bring back mga forgotten villains and then turn them into a superhero team that kanang is controlled by the Hulk's father-in-law, katong si Thunderbolt Ross. That's why they're called the Thunderbolts. And the other names that were popping around that they would bring to the team is kanang si Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2.
Hammer.
I love that guy. And
Killian Aldrich. He died. I'm
no,
sorry.
people also thought that maybe Trevor could be there,
Yeah.
and then
Cool, yeah.
Abomination from Incredible Hulk. Sayang no, they kill off Mickey Rourke, and Mickey Rourke was super invested in his character.
But he has to like growth man siya for Peter Quill.
No, Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
This is not Mickey Rourke.
I know. I mean,
that's Kurt Russell.
No, I mean the other guy.
That was the dad of John Walker.
The blue guy, the whistling guy.
Si
the
Yondu.
blue
He's
sorry.
also dead.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke died. Pero his character is very boring. One-dimensional sa kito siya eh.
So that's why
Like,
Mickey Rourke got super pissed because
It's all about birds and all.
no, he did a lot of research on that role. All of his tattoos are authentic though.
Oh.
Ang meaning sa iyong mga
Okay.
tattoos na he really got out of a prison. And then like when you watch it, you can see na like ano man, there's parts that got cut out siguro. But I like Mickey Rourke's character when I watch it, Iron Man 2. I'm one of those people who didn't hate it like more because I prefer.
There is no standard mo pa dato. Okay, it's
Yeah.
the second Iron Man movie.
But lingaw kayo si Justin Hammer ng Iron Man 2 where he's just like laying out the weapons and he's talking like a
yeah.
salesman.
It's
Like
pretty stupid at
where siyang ShamWow of weapons. It's like more like, I can tell this isn't to your taste, so I'm gonna put it right over here and I'm gonna get a new thing.
I think na-memorize na ko yung speech katong the P8
Yeah.
cool gito dialogue
Yeah,
niya.
this is my Pieta. I call it the ex-wife.
Stupid yung kayo eh. He's a failure gina to.
Yeah,
Super cool siya.
he's a murag, he's a mirror of Tony Stark. Na he's a Tony Stark wannabe.
He's also in that short film katong All Hail the King, diba?
Yeah,
Gitagaan siya og minor appearance.
he's in the same prison as Trevor, and then he has a gay lover in it, and then the lover will try to massage him, and he's just like nanlibak siya ni Tony Stark. It's like, Tony, like what the fuck is that guy? And then his lover massages him, and he goes like, not now, baby, not now, not in front of the people.
I really hope makita to sila na imong Thunderbolts niya ko.
Yeah.
Good luck with Marvel if they're gonna go with that. That's gonna be see if suicide ang involvement na kay
They can either make it a series to not
PG.
get too many comparisons from the Suicide Squad, or what's
there's
this?
a lot of like daghan pag years nga people would forget about the Suicide Squad pa. So they can't compare it yet.
Like a little side note, do you think they'll ever release the Ayer cut after Snyder cut?
No, I don't want to talk about the Ayer cut anymore.
Okay.
But Ayer cut lisod.
So Falcon and the Winter Soldier, after that came out, greenlight na daw ang Captain America 4 starring Anthony Mackie.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm not really a huge fan ni Anthony Mackie sa acting. Okay,
Mao?
generic na siya for me.
I think he acts like himself.
Maybe
when
I
he
hated-
is,
Maybe I disliked him kay tungod siyang Altered Carbon nga season 2.
I didn't watch
Because
Altered
that was
Carbon.
very bad, good.
Nga naman.
I had so much, I have a very big expectations niya kay siya, Falcon ba siya jud. And then dito kay he's still the same guy sa iyang Avengers nga role. God.
Yeah, I think the point is that like he was chosen na murag meta ang iyang because he's very charismatic. Did you see that first time nag-debut ang footage of ni Falcon sa nag-interview si Anthony Mackie?
No.
Like he's like while Chris Evans is there, he's just like move it forward. Where's my part? And then when his part comes out, he's like woo! That's what I'm talking about! We're here! And then everyone loves him on the set though.
Goofy din siya, no?
Yeah, and mingawas ang mga kanang compilations of Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan just bullying Tom Holland. Na kanang morag, Tom sucks, we hate him. He's such a little drama queen. Like, where's my juice? And then,
Kabiyasa na. Marvel propaganda, no?
yeah, and then, ang samo kay gibawsan siya ni Tom Holland while nag-interview sila in a panel. And then it's like kanang si Anthony Mackie was like, I'll watch your movies. And then si Tom Holland goes like, I'd watch your movie, but there isn't a Falcon movie.
There is one now. It's so serious. Okay. And what else?
Do you think, how did you like see... Ano bito, no? I keep forgetting that you haven't seen it and I'm just talking. What about Winter Soldier? What do you think is the future of that character? He's just gonna be like, trade one boyfriend for another?
He's so lost. Lost yung siya ni Falcon and the Winter Soldier nga arc. But I'm happy nga nakita niya yung peace within himself.
I really like their chemistry. It's just so fun to watch both of them talk. And then you can forget that Winter Soldier,
Murderous.
Bucky is like...
Murderous nga.
Yeah.
Manchurian man.
Yeah, and he doesn't even act like an old man. He acts like he's just there and he's the Zuko of the group now. He's just broody.
He's a man out of time.
But... do you think he should retire the Winter Soldier title and just be like Bucky again?
There's no point mo retires Winter Soldier nga title niya.
No, because the issue though with that is I think si Ed Brubaker ang nalain. He created the Winter Soldier character for the comics and he doesn't get any credit for that.
Oh.
So it's like murag even if he has a contract siguro na it's Marvel's character, like kanang what do you call it?
Diba he's never mentioned as the Winter Soldier naman sa show?
No,
White
it's
Wolf
in the
naman siya,
title.
diba? It's in the title, but
Yeah.
nobody tells him as yes, he Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and then it's kanang his Winter Soldier title was like the title given to him while he was like a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
So I think it's best if he retires it and just goes by like I'm Bucky or nice kaya itong pangan ni Lemar is
White Wolf.
Battlestar.
Oh, Battlestar.
I liked it.
R.I.P.
Well, the next Marvel movie that's coming out is
Loki.
Oh yeah, nobody Loki. I was already looking at Black Widow because I was thinking about Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, Black Widow man the next, no?
It comes out July now. It's been delayed for more than a year.
So mas una ang Black Widow and then Loki.
No, June comes Loki.
Oh.
So we're gonna watch Loki, and then July is Black Widow. September Shang-Chi, and then Eternals in November. Hawkeye probably in December.
There's more Marvel films currently.
How is it? Cinema is
going back.
Martin Scorsese is
He's fuming right now. Hi, Marvel. What else?
You want to talk about Martin Scorsese?
I don't want to talk about him.
He's so it's so samok how everyone kind of takes Martin Scorsese too seriously. Like parang ako is like he's an old man director. Just let him be an old man.
He has, as Clement said, he has his credibility.
Jesus fucking Christ! Irishman was so boring.
And but why? Because there's no CGI or green screens.
Yeah, and it's like 3 hours, or I think nakaabot ba 4 hours.
3 to 4.
And then it's just like kanang video game cutscene ang sila young Robert De Niro.
It's like watching like a Rockstar video game.
Someone said na every Martin Scorsese movie is just gangsters.
Mob film.
Starring Robert De Niro and probably Al Pacino.
And with Joe Pesci.
Si Joe
Morgan
Pesci.
at good.
Oh, man.
There's lahi man to yung kuan. Shutter Island was his different movie.
Yeah.
Like out of his genre.
He had a Leo DiCaprio phase. He was doing Shutter Island, then afterwards he made Wolf of Wall Street, which was in itself like excessive kind of movie.
Good shit. That was really good.
Did you like Wolf of Wall Street? The only things I can remember is kanang say Matthew McConaughey going
Yeah. Hype though.
which apparently is something he does in real life.
Really?
And then they asked him to can you put that in the movie? And then I remember katong nag-drugs si Jonah Hill ug si Leo DiCaprio, and then they thought they were doing shit normally, but they were like freaking the fuck out on the floor.
Cool gito na scenes.
Yeah. Lingawa aning podcast, uy. Pero usahay, gimingaw man ko anang lokal nga Cebuano music. Asa man ko makadungog ana? Pia?
Check out our friends from Pawn Records and Pawn Press, who recently migrated their local goods, music, and literature to online shopping channels Lazada and Shopee.
Lingawa ba sa aning spirals o burbs?
Support your favorite local authors, artists, and musicians. Score their books as well as physical releases. 60% of the profit will go directly to the authors and artists. Don't want to pay online? The good news is you can order these items via COD. So check out shopee.ph/pawnpress and lazada.com.ph/pawn-press now.
We took a break and somehow we found ourselves with 4 more guests. Isn't that great? Tiny's here. Tiny, say hi.
Hi.
And RetasoCasters, Pia and Ernest are also here.
Hi.
Wave to the camera. Wave to the mic.
PSM, say hi.
Yeah. And our new guest here is Vince Gotchan. Vince.
Hey,
It's Vince.
hey, it's me.
Do you have any geek credentials that you wanna show off?
Here's a
Smash Bros.
I think I was undefeated.
Oh,
from
damn.
2014 through 2017.
Wow.
That is
Four.
a huge standard.
I was the
for,
zero of Cebu.
Wow. Yeah, Ferdy. Are you undefeated?
Undefeated. I don't know, man.
I'm just defeated.
30 platinum games.
30 platinum's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Oh, see, someone understands me
Yeah.
here. Thank you.
Vince is gonna follow that up with I've done like 50.
No, I've got no. I think the only platinum I've ever done was BioShock 1 and 2.
That's a
Yeah.
hard platinum.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, how can you platinum games when you have a girlfriend? Like, I'm so sorry. I thought
Moving
it was,
on.
I thought it was gonna be funny, but I can see that
It is funny. It is funny,
soft
Bayani.
spot.
Very funny. Very funny.
What
So-
are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, so our main topic for the day is has always been Resident Evil
Yeah, it's for you.
and Mortal Kombat, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah,
Because
but-
Resident Evil is celebrating its 25th anniversary right now. So it has the Resident Evil franchise has established itself as a household name. Everyone knows it.
a resident,
Yeah.
you would say.
So it's been on movies, it's been on TV shows, it's been on games, and the movies are not really that good anyway. But
Yeah, but they make a lot of money, I think, in China.
Mhm.
Basta ka nang...
Surprisingly.
Yeah, if bati ang movie mo hit dun sa China.
Mm.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
So how about Vince? Do you have any experience? Do you have any?
Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
What do you know
What's
about
your
it?
first introduction of the Resident Evil franchise?
I played the one on the PS2. Which one was it?
4 or 5?
No. Outbreak.
Four. I think it's
Is that
Outbreak?
four?
Oh,
no,
Outbreak.
not 4. There's like a side game. It's inside.
I don't know. I haven't. Outbreak is more of an arcadey kind of Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
yeah.
That's like far from their mainline games.
Yeah, it's not in the main line.
Yeah. How about you? What's your first introduction to the Resident Evil series?
Huh?
Bayani.
Sega Saturn pa na. Kanang in the 90s, my cousins
Was
used
there?
to play it.
Yeah,
I think
Sega Saturn. The first,
Really?
it was originally a PlayStation game
Mhm.
back in 1996, the Resident Evil 1,
Mhm.
and then it was ported to the Sega Saturn.
Ah, okay. So,
So-
it was like a
Oh.
after the young Sega Saturn. I always
Mm.
thought it was like really old.
No,
the more
because
you know.
the Resident Evil series has always been a PlayStation title.
Mm.
That's why they're always releasing these demos right now. If
Mhm.
you've
Yeah,
seen
they're
Resident
releasing
Evil
a lot.
Village, yeah. So it's always exclusive on the PlayStation 4 and 5.
Are you excited for Resident Evil Village, Vince? Like,
I wanna get it, but at the same time, I'm like, man, there's so much on my list right now.
What's
Gotta
on your
finish.
list?
I'm finishing Blasphemous, and then I am still getting Replicant Near.
Oh fuck! I want to play that game. As
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I've been
isn't
hearing
it
good
just
things
a
about it.
remake of the first?
Yeah, of the original.
Yeah,
Nier.
but then Near is so good.
But Nier doesn't even make sense.
No, it's not supposed to. I played through the whole Drakengard series.
Oh,
though.
really?
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a huge. It's a high bar to talk about here.
Yeah,
So,
it's-
ang sequel na kay FR.
No, the sequel.
Yeah, but then again, Nier is like, something. It's like Resident Evil in a way that it doesn't have to make sense.
Oh no. The whole premise is absolute batshit.
It's bonkers.
Let's go back to Resident
Japanese-
Evil before we
Yeah.
turn this into a near episode.
Yeah. So Resident Evil, your first introduction was from the Sega Saturn, right?
Yeah, like what happens is like my older cousins would play it and I would just watch them because I think that's the cool thing about horror games. It's like if you don't have the metal for them, it's fun to watch people like murag interactive pa because you can literally tell
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
protagonist to get out of that room, bitch.
And Resident Evil is built for like people who are just gonna watch behind ba. No?
Mm.
So
a
you're
great
playing this game.
backseat gamer game.
Yeah, it's backseat gaming.
Oh,
but it's
exactly.
it's annoying
It's really
sometimes. It's better if you experience it like
It's
on
a
your
different
own.
experience. It's two different experiences, whether you're watching or you're playing.
Mm. And originally Biohazard ba na, di ba, ang
Yeah.
Resident Evil?
Biohazard.
It's named Biohazard in Japan, and then there's this. I think it's a Japanese translation. Gihimot na lang nila Resident Evil.
Just to literally Evil House.
Yeah,
Evil House.
It's almost like House of the Dead, but on steroids. Hello.
Hello? Tragic news. What would you like
There
to...
is no tragic news. Liane.
No tragic news?
There is no tragic news.
So we didn't just lose 30 minutes of footage?
No.
Is it footage if it's audio?
There are some
or is it meterage?
minor technical issues.
Technical issues, me, and we just lost 30 minutes of our recording, including our friend Vin. 30's new friend Vince. We just lost in the next story of Resident Evil.
Gone in a wind.
So just so
Gone
you
in
know,
a flash of wind.
we're gonna talk about the entire thing again, but shorter this time, and with our tech guy, Ernest, who we lost in the
the
last
fire.
one. And that's why we lost the file. Okay, we didn't know how to work the recorder. Okay, that's good. But you know how to do it. You're here. All right.
So what did we talk about before the
Do
break?
you want to talk about Resident Evil or do you want to talk about Mortal Kombat na lang, and then we'll go back to Resident Evil?
We can talk Resident Evil.
Why don't we talk about Mortal Kombat na lang, and then we'll circle back to Resident Evil when we're not so sad about it.
So anyway, Mortal Kombat.
All right.
What do you think, Bayani? You're the one who's seen it, right?
You haven't seen Mortal Kombat? So you came
I
to
haven't.
this episode walking homework?
No, oh no, I was busy platinuming games.
Do you do you come to what the teachers say? Would you come to a battlefield without a gun?
What? Who said that?
Teachers say that. That's the usual
Teachers
thing
say
if
that?
wala kay intermediate pad or if wala kay kanang
Oh yeah,
lapis
I
na
remember. I
gitara.
remember that line. So
Mm.
Mortal Kombat.
Uh,
There seems to be a huge disparity between the purists and the casual viewers when it
naman
comes to
good.
Mortal
Inga
Kombat.
na eh, the Mortal Kombat reboot.
Mhm.
How many Mortal Kombat movies have we had? There was like the one in the 90s, the original one.
The one with Chun-Li, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
And kanang there was Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which was famously like terrible. And I think, do you remember that YouTube na Mortal Kombat that was like Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Na naa si Michael J. White, his Spawn, and he was Jax.
No, I have wala ko ka recall na.
Mao.
What's it all about?
It's basically like a realistic take on Mortal Kombat where they try to make it like kanang there's still a tournament going on,
Mm-hmm.
but kanang oh yeah, that's the sound of people trying to prepare snacks quietly. Trying to be nice about it. No.
There's a feast here.
How's your snack, Ernest? Lamay ba ang lechon ribs?
Oh, right.
Ang lechon ribs, thanks to our guest Vince, who
Who
we lost.
unfortunately
We lost in the tragic file accident.
who got redacted.
We're so sorry, Vince. Please buy Cebu Boneless Lechon Original. No, kay free plug. I'm fucking sorry.
Let's not dwell on
Why
the
do you have
past.
to make me so sad?
Because isn't that what Mortal Kombat is about? Like fucking up the timelines?
Alright, okay. Sorry, we took a little break there. Would you like to bring bring us up to speed of what happened, 30?
About our recent technical issue or our recent topic that we talked about?
I don't know. We for our listeners, we had like 30 minutes of footage that we lost. We had a guest over and we talked about Resident Evil 8, which 30 was so excited to talk about. And then the pawang recorder.
It
So,
was a tragic.
Yeah, I
event.
think a lot of people go through this, but it's 30's first time and like he's just really bummed out
Marog
right
na
now.
hazing. More siya hazing sa podcast, no?
Except it's no one's fault and we can't blame anyone.
It's a technical error. So
yeah, oh well. So do you wanna You wanna go do Resident Evil again, or do you just okay?
We could talk Resident Evil.
So Resident Evil 8, nga na hype man sad na siya
No,
again.
but before that, we should discuss more about its history.
Mao. How did they get Resident Evil out of Biohazard?
I don't know. It's from Biohazard, then Resident Evil. It's probably because like you're in a house.
You think it was the American people who was like, we don't like Biohazard. We would,
I
would
think
prefer something with a scary sounding name.
I think Biohazard's pretty cool for a name.
Yeah. Do you think there were other games that were just like more like mga 90s na biochemical games kuno or nga?
There was Silent Hill, if you think about that title.
That came out first, ba?
No, I think they came out together. Mer siya nagdungan. But it's a different kind of horror. Silent Hill introduced a different kind of horror compared to Resident Evil.
Okay, so if Resident Evil is survival horror, Silent Hill
Is psychological horror.
Okay.
There's no
Is it-
shooting people. There's no like failed experiments.
So basically you just run or
Yeah,
Unsa-
it's all about trauma.
Unsa ang console ng first ng Silent Hill?
Silent Hill or Silent Hill is I don't know. I do remember nag-play ko na sa akong PlayStation before.
PlayStation 1?
Shattered Memories, was it?
I thought that Resident Evil Gunny came out first. I thought Silent Hill was one of the newer ones.
No, the Resident Evil games have always been on a PlayStation console.
Mm-hmm.
So exclusive gina sila dira
Yeah.
for the longest time.
Do you think that's by Capcom's decision lang or like more
I think
it's a
it was
loyalty thing?
No, I think it was to Murasag deal with Sony
Mm-hmm.
because this is the PlayStation is a very popular console during that time.
Yeah.
So they have no choice but like put it there and it's
Oh,
a
so there
very-
was like they couldn't put it in the N64.
there were
No,
no
N64 there sa Philippines. Niabot ba na dire?
I wala ko recall ang I played that.
Ernest, let's ask someone who was alive who was conscious in the 90s.
Wala may console sa una kay pobre mga pamilya.
Oh, you know Tetris kanang
Wa may
lang kanang brick
Napoy,
brick
na-
game.
Brick game. Dili siya.
wa may
legit.
time zone sa inyo, ha?
Wala.
Wa may House of the Dead.
Oh, speaking of House of the Dead, it's getting remade.
It's getting a
Nah.
remake, and it's like, yeah, it's a zombie game. Were there zombie games before Resident Evil, ba?
No, I'm not saying there's no zombie games, pero the Resident Evil games spearheaded this concept.
Mhm.
Mershag, there were zombie movies.
Yeah, there were zombie
George Romero's
movies.
kanang mga
Zack Snyder.
No,
No, but that was
no.
2000s.
I mean, the old ones, diba? Kana
Yeah,
silang The Land of the Dead.
weren't let's talk a little Kino for a while. Unsa ganin ang zombies? Diba they were crafted as a metaphor for consumerism, no?
Really?
George Romero.
Sa
No.
George Romero.
That's
Yeah, ko an.
what's the metaphor there? What's the kanang
Mindless sheep.
yeah.
Consuming.
And then that's like they literally did that. And then what about the concept of if they bite others, the others turn into zombies as well?
Both media.
That's where it's just
FOMO.
like just adding lore na lang na.
Fear of missing out, magkamapakan, kaya ganahan sa kama zombie na lang.
Okay.
And also, back to Resident Evil,
Mm-hmm.
compared to the land of the kanang mga George A. Romero, Resident Evil games generated an entire genre sa gaming genre sa zombies good.
A while ago in our deleted footage, we made a point na lingaw ang horror games as backseat gaming type of things.
And we also discussed how Resident Evil coined the term survival horror sa video gaming realm. Because it's not...
Dili, ang Japanese ang nag-come up with.
It's always a
survival horror.
Pwede, like they even made Resident Evil. Pero
Resident Evil.
survival horror is a genre nga sub-genre siya for horror, which is all about you're fucked. Kanang you're with limited inventory, you're wakay ammo, and that's what Resident Evil games have always been about. It's not about how scary it is. It's the survival horror feel nga you are in a desperate need of resources.
So essential ang iyang kanang I fucking hate that, dude. This is the element I hate most about like survival games. The kanang, oh no, I have to search every fucking cranny of the room so just I can find a rag so makahimo ko bandages.
That's the thing. It's what it did with The Last of Us, diba?
Yeah.
But it's not survival horror. It's The Last of Us 2 is action adventure.
Okay.
But
If you
Resident
want to go
Evil,
super technical.
it didn't become a household name overnight, ba ya?
Mm-hmm.
It had to like generate a few titles. It started with Resident Evil 1,
Mm-hmm.
which ikaw, di ba, yung first introduction.
Diba Resident Evil Biohazard dapat?
Yeah, it's Resident Evil and Biohazard.
But Biohazard is the original name of Resident
Yeah.
Evil.
If it's Biohazard, Japan gonna siyang release.
Mm.
And then it's Resident Evil, it's a Western release.
Mm. So, are there any other games now the Japanese name couldn't stick, so they tried to make it cooler sa kanong Western audiences?
Kingdom Hearts.
What's Kingdom Hearts in Japan?
It's Kingdom Hearts, Japon. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
There-
Kingdom Hearts is an outlier. It's like more yeah. Oh, what do you suggest we name the game then? I don't know.
a fever dream. The
Final
game.
Disney or something. It's like no. We will stick to Kingdom Hearts. Kanang Yakuza nga series.
Oh, yeah. It's
Ryuga Gotoku.
Are you playing the game?
No, I reported on it several times.
It's also one of those games that batshit crazy since yeah.
Yeah, Japanese. one good.
Japanese. We're not trying to put something.
It's just
We're creative and Japanese people when it comes to like innovations.
I realized like a while ago when 30 was geeking out about how inventory management is such a thing in Resident Evil. I was like, mga psycho ng Japanese they made math part of the game.
Yeah, because they had to make you feel nga you are like you're helpless. So it's a really good horror
it's an
experience.
OCD, like it's an OCD person's dream. Na kanang,
Yeah.
"Ah,
There are
ma-organize
certain
ta ni."
there are certain parts of the game where you had to like organize your grenades sa kaning side.
Yeah.
Put your grenades here. Ammos there is a bottom side.
Sequel na, di ba? Naka-square, and then
It's
you
an
have...
attache case.
Huh?
It's an attache case.
No,
It's
I
in
mean
the
like...
games.
But in the layout niya, it's a
Grid.
rectangle.
Yeah.
And then you have to kanang puzzle the items residing to it.
It's pwede na siya mini game na siya for you
Mm-hmm.
for like to save space.
I
What if-
guess it is a mini game in itself.
Mm.
No.
And it's also returning in Resident Evil 8.
Mao? Oh, so
It
it wasn't
was-
in Resident Evil 7.
It's not. But there's still inventory management.
Walk me through Resident Evil 7 because I di ko pang horror nga genre.
Well, 7 is the reboot. Mushig soft reboots the series.
What year did it come out?
2017.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was they have no idea what to expect. Kay they think Resident Evil is a dying game na.
Pag-abot sa Resident Evil 6.
And then there's the movies pa jud, which made everything worse.
Does those matter? Are those like connected?
They're not connected, pero Capcom is we're gonna
out of ideas.
nisugot na lang sila ani.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, make a movie out of it because
They just make a new Mega
they
Man.
came- they can't. The problem ani kay I mean, the good thing about Resident Evil 7, the reboot, is it put the Resident Evil name back again.
But it was divisive when it came out.
No, it's not. It was very polarizing because it introduced a first-person camera.
Mm-hmm.
Kanay libog sila kay naman mga purists yun nga kanang ganahan sila. Oh, I want the over-the-shoulder and a fixed camera parts.
Yeah.
Di ko ganahan aning like first-person horror. This is not Call of Duty.
You said like mga loud minority.
Yeah,
that
they
I
are
say.
a loud minority because the Resident Evil 7, ang Resident Evil 7 kay it generated a lot of sales. It's one of the
Well,
best selling.
Don't you think it's just because of the shill critics that Capcom is paying off?
What
I'm
is
saying that
this?
sarcastically. Okay, that's what people say when they hate a thing, but it succeeds. Like, and the numbers prove it,
It's
and then
like-
they go like, "Well, because you're a Disney shill," or like, like
Copium
the,
kaya.
the critics were just paid off.
That's the issue sa current gaming right now. But anyway, back to Resident.
Because even Cyberpunk,
Yeah,
that'll be a issue.
Cyberpunk is a different issue because kami ang gibuhat sa CD Projekt Red.
Mhm.
That was very kanang manipulative kito siya sa market.
Yeah, it was more of sala sa katong higher ups that would like promise that the game.
Imagine releasing a game and then mga reviewers kay gihold sila nga do not mention nga just you're playing this mention nga you're playing this on a PC, not on the console. Okay, the console is very bad. Kabaho sila. So, alang reviewers, the review copies they sent kay ang PC or ginagawa.
Some people were also
So, everyone, before,
Sorry.
itagaan nila ka ng dakong reviews.
Mhm.
So, it's getting like 9 over 10s, 10 over 10s.
Yeah, because people were playing it on their
PC,
big rigs.
on their high-end PCs. And then, after ato kay pag-release sa console versions, dito. I-review good nila mga big gaming channels nga.
I guess they
They
would have
review
to, or
Nauwaw
else
sila ato,
mawa ang ilang respect sa ilang audience.
And that was very scummy of CDPR, and they deserve the hate. Not the hate, I mean, they deserve the backlash.
Not the developers.
Not the developers.
Kaya
Don't
sila
do
ang
that.
pinakaluoyan.
That's scum. That's what they said.
Back to, how did we end up talking about Cyberpunk? Sajid is a CD Projekt Red higher ups. Curse you. We're talking about the new game now.
So yeah, back. Do you have any questions
you like
for Resident Evil?
Are there pros and are there cons? Let's start with the cons.
Let's start with the cons. The Resident Evil games have no story at all. They
From
have
1 to 6.
Not really story, but it doesn't make sense. Okay, you're trapped in this place.
Yeah. It has to be a resident.
Yeah, there's
Residence.
na yung mga evil, mga failed nga mga eugenics nga creatures. And then you find out nga virus ra din eh. There's even a goddamn huge spider ani. Inapagay dinosaur. There's more, but they explain it so well sa ilang kanang scientific nga kuan. It's because nga na pheromones nga ni spread.
Okay.
But the Resident Evil games dili strong ilang stories, but they excel so
characters.
much. Yeah, they excel sa ilang characters. Everyone loved.
I know who Jill Valentine is.
Yeah.
And
Ada Wong,
si Chris,
Claire.
Yeah.
Everybody loves them. Kay naman sila yung personality. They're like regular people ba?
Like Cloud
Like-
Strife, whose personality is an asshole.
Nah.
Back to
Pero-
Resident Evil. Stop changing
Yeah.
the topic, 30.
Stop changing ba yan eh? Kung man na, kanang helpless sila at first. You think these characters, and then eventually, if makabawa na sila they get better weapons and then better character developments. They even have like infinite rocket launchers at the end of the game.
Okay.
If you may unlock to the highest difficulty.
Okay.
But the thing, the pros in Resident Evil right now is its soft reboot 7, diba? They tried to put the franchise back on the map.
Alright.
So it has a good story now.
Okay.
Linear na siya. And then your main character is not a character from the previous games nga who's been through shit. So
So he's just a new character who's been through shit now.
who's
Or
been-
is
yeah.
undergoing shit in
undergoing
the current
shit
game.
right now. Twice now with
Oh.
Resident Evil 8 coming.
I remember the trailers now. It really looked like Marisha Texas Chainsaw Massacre inspired. No.
7 or 8.
7, because
Yeah.
you're stuck in a house full of psychos.
That's what they're trying to that's the flavor they're trying to get. Mura ka kanang campy siya nga horror.
So wala siya zombies.
There are monsters, pero wala lang nag-reveal sa trailers. Okay, you want it to experience for yourself. The monsters in this game sa Resident Evil 7 kay kanang mga mold nga creatures. It's the
But not
cause.
zombies.
Not zombies. There are no zombies in the
Are there
game.
clay? Or
Right now,
like,
clay creatures sila.
so it's like Power
fer-
Rangers.
fungus man ang enemy aning 7.
Okay. Oh, a fungus enemy? Like a mushroom enemy?
Oh, like what? A certain game from
like
Naughty
a
Dog?
certain Last of Us.
So
Okay.
8, back to 8.
Okay, 8 now. It's Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
So
do-
what? It's like
Do you have any
more-
expectations?
I'm guessing because Resident Evil. So what? Now it's like multiple houses now.
It's Resident Evil Village, which means village na sa Zia.
Literally.
Literal village.
That's it. I came up with the
It's a little
village.
village in Romania, fictional siyang lugar.
I think Romania is a real place.
I know, but fictional siyang a village.
In Romania.
In Romania.
So the village is fictional, but Romania is real.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then
So, do you have any questions for who's this big
I don't know.
big-
Should I talk about the big titty Onesan in it, or should we save that for last? Because that's the only thing I know about this game.
It's the only thing everyone knows.
See Lady Dimitrisk.
Yeah, it's pronounced Dimitrisk, not Dimitriscu.
Oh, sorry. I think Russian ang kanang game. Hi guys, Bayani here, talking from Manila. Technical difficulties really led to our footage getting deleted. So hopefully we can come back after I get to Cebu. So thank you for listening to Feed the Geeks, and hopefully you keep supporting us and listening to us, and keep listening to RetasoCast. All right.